In today's video, we will dive deep into the Bible to explore everything about Melchizedek's unique role, his profound impact on biblical history, and his theological importance that transcends time and cultural boundaries. Now let's dive into the content. Melchizedek, whose name means King of Righteousness or My King is Righteous, holds a unique position in the Scriptures, defying conventional religious and political classifications. His distinctive role makes him an essential figure for understanding faith. As we delve into the biblical narrative, we find mentions of Melchizedek scattered like pearls throughout history, each revealing a different aspect of his enigmatic nature. His first appearance occurs about 2 millennia before Christ, when he meets Abraham during a moment of conflict and victory. After a fierce battle between allied kings and the 5 monarchs of the Dead Sea, Abraham returns victorious with his trained men. Amidst the oak forests of Mamre, a survivor of the enemy onslaughts finds Abraham and delivers urgent news. Abraham's nephew Lot has been captured along with his possessions and family. This news ignites an immense fury within Abraham, compelling him to take immediate action. Gathering 318 trained men from his household, Abraham sets out on a fearless rescue mission, venturing beyond known borders. Under the cover of night, they approach north of Damascus and launch a bold attack, surprising the enemy. The clash of swords breaks the night's silence, and Abraham's men fight with unwavering courage and determination. Victory is achieved, and the captives are liberated. In the aftermath of the battle, Abraham encounters a mysterious figure, Melchizedek, the king priest of Salem. Emerging from the shadows, Melchizedek is portrayed without genealogy or clearly defined origins, presented as the king of Salem and priest of God Most High. His sudden appearance, devoid of background, adds to his enigmatic identity. Melchizedek's interaction with Abraham is the focal point of the account. He approaches with firm steps, carrying bread and wine, symbols of sustenance and communion. Overcome with reverence, Abraham bows before Melchizedek, acknowledging his grandeur. Melchizedek blesses Abraham with words laden with divine significance. "Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. And praise be to God Most High, who delivered your enemies into your hand." Genesis 14:19-20. In response, Abraham offers Melchizedek a tithe of all the treasures gained in battle, recognizing his spiritual authority and the blessing he bestows. This tithe is not merely an act of material generosity, but a profound acknowledgement of Melchizedek's unique spiritual significance. It is a gesture of submission and devotion, a tangible expression of Abraham's faith and trust in the unfolding divine plan. Melchizedek's theological significance challenges the norms established in biblical tradition. He is depicted as an extraordinary figure, combining the roles of king and priest functions, typically separated in the religious and political practices of the time. Unlike later Hebrew culture, where God forbade the kings of Israel from assuming the role of priests and vice versa, Melchizedek is presented as a priest of God Most High without direct connection to the people of Israel or the covenant established later with Abraham. This distinction underscores his uniqueness and theological importance. Melchizedek's existence prior to the covenant with Abraham implies he was not bound by the specific laws and traditions of the Hebrew people. Instead, he served as a representative of God, Most High to all humanity, making him a universal and timeless figure whose priesthood transcends ethnic and cultural boundaries. The third mention of Melchizedek occurs in the second half of the 1st century AD, in the Epistle to the Hebrews. Here the author delves into Melchizedek's fundamental importance in understanding Christ's priesthood. Melchizedek is described as a figure without genealogy, beginning of days or end of life, prefiguring Christ as the eternal high priest. Chapters 5 to 7 of Hebrews explore Melchizedek's priesthood and its theological significance. The author contrasts the Levitical priesthood, based on the lineage of Levi, with Melchizedek's priesthood, which predates the Levitical system. The Levitical priesthood, established during the Exodus and recorded in Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers, involved rituals and sacrifices performed by descendants of Aaron. These priests mediated between God and the people of Israel. The author of Hebrews argues that Melchizedek's priesthood is superior to the Levitical priesthood for several reasons. Firstly, Melchizedek blessed Abraham, the patriarch of the Hebrew people, indicating his spiritual authority and historical precedence over Levi. Secondly, Abraham paid tithes to Melchizedek, suggesting Melchizedek's priesthood superiority. Thirdly, Melchizedek's priesthood is continuous and permanent, unlike the Levitical priesthood, which was temporary and dependent on genealogical succession. Jesus Christ, as the high priest according to the order of Melchizedek, is superior to the Levitical priests because he is eternal and indestructible, not subject to death, and therefore not requiring priestly succession. This theological exploration underscores the importance of Melchizedek's priesthood as a foreshadowing of Christ's eternal priesthood. By linking Jesus to Melchizedek's priesthood, the author emphasizes the superiority and perfection of Christ's priesthood compared to the Levitical system. Melchizedek's priesthood, as presented in Hebrews, provides a foundation for understanding Jesus Christ's redemptive and intercessory work, offering eternal salvation and direct access to God for all believers. Melchizedek's theological importance challenges established biblical norms. He is an unusual character, combining the roles of king and priest, which were typically separated in religious and political practices of the time. Unlike later Hebrew culture, where God forbade kings from assuming the role of priests and vice versa, Melchizedek is presented as a priest of the Most High God, with no direct connection to Israel or the covenant established with Abraham. This contrast between Melchizedek and the established order highlights his uniqueness and theological significance. His existence before the covenant with Abraham implies he was not bound by Hebrew laws and traditions, but served as a representative of the Most High God for all humanity, making him a universal and timeless figure. Melchizedek is a timeless figure whose priesthood transcends human, ethnic, and cultural boundaries. He blesses Abraham, acknowledging him as an instrument of God and bestowing a significant blessing after Abraham's victory in battle. This interaction underscores the spiritual authority and role of the priest as an intermediary between man and God, even before the formal establishment of the Levitical priesthood. Understanding the practical and spiritual implications of the new covenant, grounded in Melchizedek's priesthood, offers profound insights into the nature of the relationship between God and humanity. By contrasting the Levitical priesthood with its temporal and ritual limitations with Melchizedek's eternal priesthood, which transcends ethnic and temporal boundaries, we gain a deeper appreciation for the universality and eternity of God's redemptive plan. Exploring Melchizedek's priesthood invites us to delve into the spiritual truths revealed in Christ. Just as Melchizedek blessed Abraham and received his tithe, Jesus, as the eternal high priest, blesses us and invites us to offer our lives as a living sacrifice. This reality challenges us to live in constant gratitude and surrender, recognizing Christ's supremacy in all areas of our lives. May the story of Melchizedek inspire us. As we come to the end of our exploration of Melchizedek, we hope you have gained a deeper understanding of this remarkable and mysterious figure. Melchizedek's story, though brief, carries significant theological weight and offers profound insights into the nature of the priesthood, the role of intermediaries between God and humanity, and the foreshadowing of Jesus Christ's eternal priesthood. Melchizedek's timelessness and his priesthood that transcends ethnic and cultural boundaries remind us of the universal scope of God's redemptive plan. His blessings to Abraham, his role as a king-priest, and his mysterious presence in the Scriptures challenge us to look beyond the conventional norms and appreciate the divine mysteries that unfold through biblical narratives.